Hello, everybody. I'm going to do my episode of Women Locked Up Before and After live today because I have two videos, part 1 and 2 of it's a death row type thing, but it's really awesome. I'm going to do that later on. I'm going to upload it, but this is my actual video. I'm going to just do it live today. I got a little something I want to share with y'all that I experienced in the satellite. Also, a little bit of something else before that. Let's see who all's in here. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Well, somebody just okay, 2 people came in, 2 people left. I got something to say. I think good. Hello. I'm going to get started. I need to know if anybody can hear me really good or anything. Can anybody hear me? Let's get started. Well, regardless, if anybody's not, or anyway, it'll play back. Okay, first of all, not everyone is free on Independence Day. Independence Day, Land of the Free. Human Rights Defense Center produces, I'm sorry, that noise is upstairs, produces the prison legal news and provides information for people involved in the criminal justice system. Whether you are an inmate, a family member, friend, or professional, the articles are filled with helpful information. They sent an email that we thought was very appropriate for today. We wish everyone a safe Independence Day and hope you get to spend time with your loved ones no matter where they are. Fireworks, barbecues, parades, family, friends. These are some of the things that come to mind when we think about Independence Day. The truth is, while some of us will celebrate our Independence Day today on July 4th, we're not really free until our communities are liberated from the trauma caused by our nation's thirst for mass incarceration. 2.2 million people are in prison and jail in the U.S., and on any given day, another 870,000 are on parole. Hello, Rebecca. Another 870,000 are on parole and 3.8 million on probation. Every year, around 11.6 million people cycle in and out of local jails. Not only are all these people impacted by our criminal justice system, so are their families. The Human Rights Defense Center is a non-profit organization that advocates on behalf of the human rights of people held in the U.S. detention facilities. This includes people in state and federal prisons, local jails, immigration detention centers, civil commitment facilities, Bureau of Indian Affairs jails, juvenile facilities, and military prisons. HRDC is one of the few national opponents to the private prison industry and is the foremost advocate on behalf of the free speech rights of publishers to communicate with prisoners and the right of prisoners to communicate with those on the outside. HRDC also does significant work around government transparency and accountability issues by filing and litigating Public Records and Freedom of Information Act requests at the state and federal levels. Today, before you gather with those you love to enjoy the fireworks, barbecues, and parades, please consider I'm sorry, I just skipped a line. Please consider of the millions of people who are not free. Okay, that's something I wanted to share with y'all. It's really, I seen that and I was like, oh my God, I got to share that. If you didn't get all of it, just play it back later and you can see the all of it. But I seen it and I was like, wow, I got to put that out. That's like a little message thing. And it was Independence Day, Land of the Free. And it's on, it says prison, the hidden sentence. I'm not really sure. The hiddensentence.com is something about before that. But anyway, I'm doing my video on here today on live. It's not really a long one, but I just want to share something with everybody. Because it was a thing that happened it was in prison. When I was on satellite. When I was on satellite, right across, pretty much right across the street, was the Mississippi Braves stadium where they played baseball. It was like the big baseball stadium. Well, every time they won a game, they would have fireworks display and everything. And you always know when they won and they won a lot because they always had fireworks. Well, when I was on the satellite, we got to smoke and all that stuff. So therefore, we got to go outside and smoke or just go outside and get air or whatever. Most of the time we was outside, and every 2 hours they didn't count. But in that time that they didn't do count, we spent our time pretty much outside all the time. Because of course, it's still fenced in with the razor wire and all that stuff. But anyway, get to my point here. What was so good about one day, okay, the day before the 4th of July that I spent in the satellite was a really, really good day. We ate really good that day. We had watermelon. These people came in from these churches. They had a good speech. They had these, I'm not sure what they call them, those people who dance it's like a Christian thing, but they dance and everything. Oh, thank you. They had these people come in from, I'm not really sure where they came from, but I know it was a church. But I don't know, those dancers, though, they dance like they do every movement in with the song. It's like they do these little things with their hands and all that kind of stuff. And they done it so good. We got to watch that. And like I said, we got to eat watermelon. We got to eat ice cream. I think we even had barbecue. But it was only because the warden let us have it from these churches and everything. They was involved in the satellite and everything. But anyway, the closing of the day, everybody was all full and everything, like, oh my gosh, I got to eat something good and everything. Got to eat free world food. But the best thing of all was that night, we didn't know what was going to happen. Of course, that's not something that we was actually prepared for or thought was even going to happen. But that night, it was late night, because on the weekends they call it late night. That's in prison or in satellites. It don't matter. They have late night, and that's on Friday night and Saturday night. And that means you can stay. They let you stay up until 12 o'clock. Well, the satellite's different. They're more, you can't. There's not fights and everything like there is in other places and stuff, because if you get in a fight, you got to go back to the compound, which is you don't want to do that. But anyway, I happened to just go to bed early that night. I stood up, I read my book a little bit, and I read my Bible, my devotional on my Bible. And quite a few people actually went to bed early that night. I guess they was having those same thoughts and everything I was having, wanting to be home on the 4th of July and everything. But anyway, it was time for everybody being in bed, the ones that wanted to go to sleep. And there were some that was still up there watching a movie. But it was right when it was about for everybody, right when it was time for everybody to rack down, we started hearing these pow, boom, whatever going off. And we was like, what in the world? And everybody was saying the same thing. We already knew what that sounded like, but not indoors, because usually when it happened, we was outside. Because the last week, you go to sleep at the satellite at 10 o'clock, pretty much the same thing as the prison, but unless it's late night. Well, these officers that were there, they actually let us go outside when it happened. They hollered out at everybody and they said, "Hey, females," they called it females. "Hey, females, if you want to go outside and watch these fireworks, I'm going to let y'all have that chance." And oh my gosh, everybody was so happy and everything. We had to go outside. There were some people that were actually standing on top of the picnic tables. They thought they were going to see it better, but they was letting them do that. Not everybody. I mean, not like crazy, So anyway, I stood there and I just looked up at the fireworks going off and everything, and I knew they won a game, but they done like, what do you call it, like a finale or something, because they done more bigger fireworks because of 4th of July. And I just looked up at the sky and I just looked at the fireworks, and I kept saying to myself, I wish I was at home watching these with my family. And that's why I wanted to share this, because that feeling that I had at that time, I felt like I put everything, just everything from around me just aside. And I didn't even think about the prison. I didn't think about the satellite, anything around me. I didn't even look down and notice that I had my black or green and white, nothing like that on. I just looked up and watched them until they stopped. And they let us stay a little bit longer to smoke or whatever before we went back in. But I don't know, it just something about it. It made me so happy to actually look up and see that stuff. But I wanted to be with my family, and I thought about my family while it was going on the whole time. I just imagining myself, I guess, my family being beside me while it was going on, and saying, "Man, I wish I was at home." But I was watching them, and all I could think was, I wish I was here. Hey, Charlie. Had a little emotional moment there for a minute. But yes. When do they do fireworks there? Ours is actually, if anybody, like, I live in Corinth, like the northeast part of Mississippi, and it's like right down the road from Tennessee. But if you want to see the fireworks here, you have to go to Pickwick, Tennessee to watch them, and that's on the river, and that's not that far. I guess driving probably about it. Well, with the traffic, probably 20 minutes, but maybe not that long. But yeah, I wanted to. I love that message though that was on that I read from my phone also, and I had to put that in here because that was awesome. Oh, I know that, but it was a moment that I had when I was there, and when I was there, and it made me think about my family. And I think everybody else was the same way, because of when they went in, they was all teary-eyed. Everybody was all teary-eyed when they went in, because they all wanted to be with their family. Man, that's something you wouldn't have witnessed when you was if you was on the prison grounds. You wouldn't have witnessed that, because you don't see nothing like that over there. Now, you do get to eat watermelon though in the prison on 4th of July. Oh, really? That's neat. That is neat. But yeah, they do it here. I think usually they start right when the sun goes down, but they have a set time now, I think, that they do them, but not here in this town. Like I said, they do it in Pickwick, Tennessee. Matter of fact, Lockdown 23-1, he said he's close to Pigeon Forge. That's not really a long ways away from where I'm at. I mean, yeah, it's on up, but I mean, it's not that far from Pickwick, really, I don't think. He said something about on his thing earlier, he was close to Pigeon Forge. They did that. Then last night. Well, the new law passed, but wait, which law? The one you was talking about? That Charlie, he done went out and he came in and left again, didn't he? Warden, wait, hang on. He said the warden walking in the pod and said that all people that qualify, that the 15% kicked in. That's good. That's really good. So did they give him an estimate or anything like that, or I got all choked up? Yeah, Charlie then came in and left. He does that a lot. He says, hey, hey, and he'll take off. No, it shows he's still in here, but it shows one over there. But anyway, he did do that. But there was no movement in there this week. Yeah, because it's the holiday week. That's why. And it don't matter if it's just one day and it's the end of the week or on that weekend. They tend to slow down. I don't know why. But they like to slow down on things. But it'll start back up next week. Yeah, and I haven't got my apartment yet either. But one good thing, the girl that she was waiting on to pick her apartment, I don't know why she was waiting on her for so long when I was ready, but she got hers, and it was the one I wanted, but she got hers, and so now I'm just waiting for her probably Monday to call me and let me know that I need to go do what I need to do to get help to pay my deposit. Because see, not everybody, like I was saying, I don't think I mentioned everything before, but I'm not going to say everything either. But I had to pay $175 to move in. So, and nobody pays deposits around here. I literally have to go to some kind of, I don't even know where that paper's at right now, but anyway, some place they told me to go to. Oh, there, and I'm surprised because there was more than that in there when I was. No, there's not anybody like churches and stuff like that. No organizations around here that will help you pay on your deposit. Like me, I don't have no $175 to move in my apartment. But there's supposedly a place they circled on this paper they gave me at the what I call that the other day. Oh Lord, no, the air's kicking on and I talk louder. Um, what's the name? The something. Not Humane Society. Lord, that's I can't think of the name of it. Well, something about the Welfare Association or something like that. They help with deposits, I think, but only on certain days. And I'm not even. That's not even a for sure thing. But it is a deposit. But I won't. The thing is, I won't have rent right now because I'm not working. But um, hopefully this right here will work. I mean, I don't want this to be my only job or not like that, but this is what I love to do. I mean, even when I was working a regular job, I love to work with people in general. I love to work with people and share my experiences and everything else. I know the two videos I'm going to upload later has nothing to do with what I went through, but it might have something to do with what somebody else's family went through or anything. But I'm uploading part 1 and part 2 of as the Indiana State Prison of the uh, death row in that state prison. It's not only death row. They mentioned something about the inmates too. But I'm gonna upload those 2 videos later for my regular videos. But I want to do this one live. That way I don't have to worry about all of them. Because here it's at my mom's. It's really hard to upload. Downloading don't take long, but uploading takes forever. So I go somewhere else and upload or something. It's a lot faster. Even the library is a lot faster. But when I get my apartment, I'm getting the same internet my sister's got. Hers is fast too. Okay, that's fine. Well, I probably won't be back on here, but You can go back and read it if you wasn't in here, but I hope the best to you, okay? And God bless and happy 4th of July. And I'm also going to close out to everyone and hope everybody has a good 4th of July and be safe. If you're drinking and driving, please, or no, don't drink and drive. Do not drink and drive. And if you are drinking, please have somebody drive for you, and because you don't want to go back down that road if it was anything to do with DUI. Anyway, please have a safe and happy 4th of July, everybody. And please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, please subscribe, y'all. Please. And hit that like button. And comment and let me know what you want to hear next time. So, anyway, I'm closing out. Happy 4th of July. And Ariana, I love you. And I hope you're having a good time in Florida. I love you very much, okay? Love you. And everybody, peace and love y'all. Bye.